Hi guys! This is such a technology thing, but I think I have it figured out. I'm in front of my window at my house. It's snowing like crazy here. It's so fun to see the snow. I love watching it. It's so beautiful. Don't like driving in it, although there are people out. The roads seem to be slushy. I think they're crazy, but that doesn't matter. That still happens. People don't think that they have to worry about it. And I'm going to see if I can get it on my iPad now and see. Oh, yes, there it is. I got it. So I'm up and running. Are you ready to do a cute Halloween treat? I don't know if anybody's in here. Can't tell. I'm looking on my iPad. I don't see anybody's here yet, but that's okay. You know, I don't know who's got electricity and who doesn't. If not, it'll be available and you'll still be able to watch it at a later time. I have this cute treat. It's not my idea. I saw it from someplace else, but I took it, modified it, and made it my own. They had done an Easter treat and they did a punch on the top, but I'm into punch art, so I decided to go with a punch art bunny. Now, I do use retired punches, but that's okay because if you don't have the punches, you can use framelits for it. But I know a lot of people have the punches, so that's the reason why I went with them. This is going to be a fairly long live session because it takes a while to get everything cut and all. If any of you are going to play along with me, I sent you the information yesterday, so I hope you'll join me. The key here will be when I flip this around that I have everything in focus and I don't switch the orientation. So we'll see on that. I'm not seeing anything yet, so I don't know. Last time it took a while for, excuse me, losing my voice, and there goes my glasses. That just broke. Oh no, the lens just came out. Let me see if that's the lens I need. Or if I can do this. Nope, I can't. I got to go get my other set of glasses. So you're going to go with me on a trip through my house because I've got to get my other glasses or I won't be able to see. I can't see up close. So I'm going to go in here and pick up my other pair of glasses. I never expected that. I guess that's my hint that I need to get in and get my eyes examined because I'm past due on it, but I did. Now I'll see if I can pop that lens back in, and if I can't, then I'll have to get a new pair. I don't know. They weren't expensive to begin with. I might be able to pop it back in. It doesn't look like it broke. No, it broke. All right, I might be able to pop it back in and use some of our Crystal Effects and glue it back together, at least to hold me until I get new ones. So, all right. So let's see. Still don't see anybody in here, but that's okay. I think it's time to get started. So I'm going to flip this around and then put it in my holder and flip it around so that you can see it. I'll cover up the camera so that you don't get dizzy. Okay, there we go. And we're still the right way. Yay! I got it. I think I got this now. Okay. Let me pull it back just a little. That's better. All right. This is the cute holder we're going to make. And look at this. This slides out. And I've put some Hershey Kisses in here. This is for the girls. Remy loves her Hershey Kisses. But that's okay. It's a tight fit. I think this is a little too tight, so when I do my one today, I'm going to be a little bit more careful. So with that, let's get started. You need a piece of cardstock that's 4 by 5, 4 and a 4 and a half. 4 by 4 and a half. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to score it at 1 inch on all sides. So we're going to go all the way around and score it And then before I put my trimmer away, I'm going to take, and you need a piece of Designer Series paper. Now I'm using the beautiful foils paper. Oh my gosh, I love this paper. I so hope we have something like this in the new catalog coming out in May or June, because it's just gorgeous. But this is a celebration item. You can get this by placing a $50 order. You can't miss this paper. I'm telling you, it is gorgeous. It's got leaves, it's got dots, it's got stripes, and it's got flowers. So make sure you put your order in and get this. All right, so this piece is 2.5 by 6 3/4. We're gonna score it on the opposite side, because if you score it on this side, you can break the paper, because the foiling doesn't like it. It's just something with the way they process it. Ask me how I know that the paper breaks, but it does. All right, I'm going to move things a little bit, and this is a little different. You have to score this at 2 1/16. Now normally I use 1/8, but this is 2 1/16, and that was crooked, so let me rescore it. Then you're going to move it over to 3 1/16 and score it. Then you're going to take 5 1/8, which is right there, and score it. And the last one is at 6 1/8. Okay, so when you're finished, you've got your 4 score lines. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to move my trimmer, because we don't need it anymore. And it's time to go to our paper. Now, what you want to do with this is you want to work on the short side, so the 4-inch side. You are going to cut up the score line, and I don't fold on the bone, fold and burnish on the score lines till after I cut. It's just easier. After you cut, you want to cut out a little notch, and you're going to cut out one on that side. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, so you end up with, let me get this side done. So your one side looks like this. You're going to flip it around, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. By notching your tabs, it just makes them lay into your box a little bit better. So I'm going to do this last side. Still don't see anybody in. I don't know if anybody's here or not. All right. Okay, so there it is. Now we're going to take and we're going to fold and burnish our score lines. Make sure you hold down your corners where you cut it, those tabs, so that you get a nice fold on there. Okay. And there we go. And now fold and burnish on the other side. Okay, we're ready to put our box together. I usually fold my 2 flaps in, and I use glue because I want it to stick together. I just spread it around, and then what you're going to take and do is you're going to take and you're going to match up the side with the score line on both sides. Hold it for a few seconds so that your glue grabs, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and again, match up your sides so you get a nice square corner, and hold it a few seconds just for that glue to grab. All right, your box inside is made. Set that aside. Now you're going to take your piece of DSP. You can use any DSP, but since your box goes in and out, I would make sure I use a stronger one, you can actually use cardstock if you want, rather than make them both the same, rather than DSP if you don't have something heavy. All right, you want to fold and burnish on your score lines, like so. Okay, and now glue doesn't, this is shiny paper. Glue doesn't like to stick to shiny paper, so we're going to use tear and tape. I love tear and tape. I use it a lot. And I'm going to put 2 strips because this is a wider piece, because I want it to stick down really good. And it's got to be really strong and sturdy, because if people are pulling out your box, you don't want the top to fall apart either. I'm getting rid of my tape. All right, now what you want to do is you want to and look at that. It says 2.5. Did I cut my box wrong? I did. Okay, I'm going to keep going. You probably should have cut it. You know what? I've got another one here. I'll just do this one. Okay, those things happen. So cut it on the long side. Give me a minute and I'll do this real quick and get it put together. If you haven't, you know, I can say that I can just cut a piece. It's just got to be a different size. So one thing I didn't put in my notes to which side to cut. I should have known better. Now, if I do all this and it still doesn't work, I've done something wrong, which can happen. But I had another one here because I was going to do another box. So let me get this one put together real quick. Okay, here we go. And I'll just make sure that glue holds well. I have to cut another piece, so I'll just cut that other one different. Okay, now I'm just going to put the glue on all 4 sides real quick. That side and that side. I think this is right. It should have been cut on the long side. I've got to, there's that one. And that one, hold it a few seconds. Okay, like my sparkly nails. I like my sparkle. Okay, this one works. Okay, so you put this on and it wraps around, but what you want to do is, I pushed mine a little bit too tight. I don't always there. And you just kind of fold it around and stick it down. And then what I'm going to do, this one's tight also. I think the score lines might need to be different. I usually don't score mine. I usually wrap it. I want to make sure this is tight. All right, I'm going to take, and I have some Hershey Kisses here that I can throw in here. And I know you're all thinking, wow, you have Hershey Kisses in your room? Well, I can't do chocolate, so they are not a temptation for me. I use them for my customers when they come to my workshops. Okay, there's our box. Now we're ready to make our cute little bunny. All right, so first thing we need, I use the scallop oval punch and the large oval punch. Now these are retired, but if you don't have them, you can also use our framelits. We have some oval framelits, layering oval framelits that will work also. And I use the Sweetheart punch. I'm think this one is retired also, but we have heart framelits that you could use. I have a white gel pen and a basic black marker. I have this was a mini punch that was in, it's about 3/8 of an inch for the eyes. And I have the mini heart punch that's retired for his nose. You can modify this with whichever way you want. I have my pink Pirouette ink and a sponge dauber. And I'm going to start with my Whisper White cardstock. And the first thing I'm going to punch is my heart. And after the heart, I'm going to punch the scallop. And I need 2 of those because those are the ears. So I'm going to punch those and set them down. Now I'm going to go to my pink. And from my pink, I need, let me see, I get this off of here so I can work down here. I need 2 pink ovals for the inside of his ears. Get another one. I'm done with that. I need a mini heart punch for his nose. Oops, didn't go in far enough. Got that. And then I need some basic black, and I need 2 of these. I'm just going to go in this way for the eyes. And now I find it easier to put this together with the ears I'm going to put on with glue, but the rest of it I put together with glue dots. It's just easier, faster, quicker. All right, so I put some glue on the back of the one, and I want it close to the top, kind of even. I'm not worried about the bottom because the bottom will be hidden once you put it on your bunny. So watch your top. I know a lot of you have these punches. All right, now time to do our bunny, and we're going to work on this upside down. And the first thing we want to do is we want to give our bunny some cute little cheeks. So take your sponge dauber and your pink and sponge on some cheeks. Oh, this one's really got some cheeks. Kind of went overboard. Oh well, they're all different. Doesn't matter. After that, you're going to take the basic black marker, and our markers have 2 tips. They have a brush tip and a writing tip. You want to use the writing tip, and it's great because the fat line is the brush tip, the skinny line is the writing tip. And starting in the center, and you're going to go way out on your lines because if not, your nose will hide it. So you're going to start in the center and you're going to do 3 lines out. You're going to flip it around. I just find it easier. And you're going to do 3 lines out again. And there's his whiskers. Now we're going to get our glue dots. And we're going to take our heart. And the heart goes in the right way, right in the center. And I kind of put the tip of the heart down so that it hides where the 2 humps of the heart meet. So it sticks down below that. Then you want to take your eyes and you're going to put it on. One there. Kind of watch the center. And then put the other eye right next to it. You don't have a lot of space, so make sure that they're together. Using your white gel pen, you want your eyes to look natural. So give it some almost like shine lines. And now we're going to take and we're going to add our ears. And with your ears, I find it better to do it this way because I want my ears out a little bit, like so. And I'm kind of using that point so that it's not too far up. Oh, it didn't come off. All right. And then this one, try to get the angle the same, but then use your the tops of the other ones, so it's not too far. One ear's not way up compared to the other one. And now you need a bow, and I am using ribbon I've looked high and low. I cannot find my retired skinny ribbon, but the skinny ribbon looks best for the bow because you're not putting it in a really big space. So you want to tie a tiny, tiny bow. All right, and then you're going to use your ribbon scissors to cut the ends off like so. And I had to be careful. I did a video the other day that's on my blog, and I don't know if it's on my blog, but if it's not, it's coming up. I got too close to my finger and I snipped my finger cutting my ribbon. It hurt. Okay, put your little bow at the top. Kind of helps hide that. And look at that. Isn't he so cute? Or she, because it's got a bow. She is adorable. All right, I'm going to add some glue dots on the back of this. If you have larger glue dots, I wish we sold them, but we don't. Use the larger glue dots to make sure that it sticks down. And then you're going to put your bunny in the middle, and I suggest you take and push down really good. And there you go. Isn't that cute? Quick and easy. What person wouldn't love to find this on their desk? You can do a bunch of these and take them into work and put it on people's desks with the little Hershey Kisses inside. They would love it. So cute. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't think anybody came in. Oh, well. It'll be available. Flip it around. All right. So, I hope you enjoyed that. If you got any ideas of what you'd like to see in a Facebook Live, send me a message. Comment here. Make sure you share this with your friends. They would love to see it. I also post it on my YouTube channel. So I know it looks like it's perfectly white out there, but it's snowing. I don't know if you can. There, that's a little bit better. So you can see lots of snow on the ground. It's so pretty. The woods look so nice behind my house. I love looking at them. Not going to shovel my driveway. I'm going to pray that it gets warm and it just all melts because I don't want to shovel it. I got a long driveway. Okay, guys, I got to get going, and I know you do too. I'm so glad you came in to see me today. Like I said, let me know if there's something you want me to do. I will see you next week at 2 o'clock again. Bye.